Have you ever felt like you're surrounded by shiny distractions? You know, things that promise like quick rewards but don't really lead to lasting fulfillment?
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we're diving deep into this very idea,
Okay.
using the classic tale of Aladdin as our guide.
Right.
You know, the story Aladdin stumbles upon a cave
Yeah.
filled with glittering treasures,
Oh,
but as we'll explore, the real treasure might be something much less
I
obvious.
like that.
We're going to unpack this with insights from Tom Meyer's article, The Aladdin Effect, Futurizing the Genie Within.
What's fascinating here is that the story of Aladdin
All right.
acts as a powerful metaphor for the choices we face in today's world.
Okay.
It's a world overflowing with metaphorical
Yeah.
caves of treasures
Mm-hmm.
that can easily distract us from our true potential.
Okay, let's unpack this cave of treasures idea. I think
Yeah.
we've all felt that pull towards the shiny objects in life, that new gadget, the perfect Instagram post, the quick fix that promises to solve all our problems.
Exactly. And Myers argues that this attraction to instant gratification
Yeah.
is actually rooted in our evolutionary history.
Oh, wow.
He calls it an evolutionary mismatch.
Okay.
You see, back in the day,
Yeah.
our ancestors needed to focus on immediate survival,
Right.
grabbing that piece of fruit before someone else did,
Mm-hmm.
or following the leader who knew where to find water.
Right.
Those instincts were essential for survival.
Yeah.
But in today's world,
Mm-hmm.
they often lead us towards distractions
Yeah.
rather than long-term fulfillment.
So it's like our brains haven't quite caught up to the rapid pace of modern life.
Yeah.
We're still operating on outdated software.
You could say that.
Wow.
Think about it.
Okay.
We're bombarded with ads
Yeah.
promising us happiness in the form of a purchase
Mm-hmm.
or a quick fix.
Right.
Social media algorithms keep us hooked on endless scrolls
Ugh.
and dopamine hits.
Oh, I know it.
These are our modern-day caves of treasures
Yeah.
designed to capture our attention and keep us distracted.
This is making me think about all those times I've fallen into the social media trap.
Uh-huh.
You start scrolling and suddenly an hour has gone by and you're no closer to achieving your goals.
We've all been there.
Oh.
But the good news is
Yeah.
that by understanding this evolutionary mismatch,
Yeah, okay.
we can start to make more conscious choices.
I like that.
The key
Mm-hmm.
is to shift our focus from those fleeting distractions
Okay.
to the magic lamp that Myers talks about.
Ah, yes, the magic lamp, like
Yeah.
humble, unassuming object
Yeah.
that holds immense potential.
Yeah.
But what does this magic lamp represent
Okay, yes.
in our lives?
It represents our inner resources,
Yeah.
our talents, our skills, our
Mhm.
capacity for growth.
Wow.
It's that future self we all have inside,
Right.
waiting to be unleashed.
I like that.
The magic lamp isn't about quick fixes
Right.
or overnight success.
Yeah.
It's about investing in our long-term development
Okay.
and cultivating our true potential.
So instead of being drawn to the gold coins and jewels that sparkle on the surface,
Yeah,
we need to look for that hidden lamp
exactly.
that holds the key to unlocking our true potential.
It's about recognizing that real fulfillment comes from nurturing our talents,
Yeah.
developing our skills, and investing in our long-term growth.
Okay.
And this is where Myers's concept of futurizing yourself comes in.
Okay. This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
What exactly does it mean to futurize yourself?
Okay.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Well, it's not about time travel, but it is about taking control of your destiny.
Oh, okay.
Myers argues that we can actively shape our future
Yeah.
by consciously directing our inner genie, our potential.
Wow.
But just like Aladdin's genie needed guidance to fulfill his wishes,
Right.
our potential needs direction
Yeah.
to manifest in a way that aligns with our aspirations.
So it's not just about wishing for a better future. It's
Yeah.
about taking concrete steps to create that future.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Myers lays out a 3-step practice for doing just that.
Okay.
But before we dive into that,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the genie itself.
Okay.
That raw potential within us
Right.
that's eager to be unleashed.
All right. Let's talk about the genie.
Okay.
What does it represent in this context, and how do we even begin to tap into its power?
The genie symbolizes that incredible power source
Yeah.
within each of us.
Okay.
Our capacity for learning,
Mhm.
growing, and achieving.
Wow.
It's that spark of creativity,
Okay.
that drive to make a difference.
Yeah.
That unique blend of talents and skills
Mhm.
that makes you
But just like Aladdin had to learn how to use the genie's power wisely,
right.
We need to figure out how to direct our own genies effectively.
Absolutely. And that's where Meyer's three-step practice comes in.
Oh, okay.
It's not about magic spells or wishing upon a star.
Right.
It's about taking those small, consistent actions that align with our future goals.
I like that.
It's about becoming the authors of our own destinies.
Okay, this is making me think about all the times I've wasted time on distractions instead of focusing on what truly matters.
Right.
I'm starting to see how this Aladdin metaphor can really apply to my own life.
Mm-hmm.
But we're missing one key character here.
Yeah.
What about the princess?
Yeah.
Where does she fit into all of this?
The princess.
Okay.
She's more than just a romantic interest in the story.
Right.
She represents Aladdin's deepest aspirations and values, the life he truly desires,
Okay.
one filled with purpose and meaning.
So the princess isn't just a prize to be won.
Yeah,
She's a symbol of the fulfilling future we're striving for.
exactly. And just like in the story, reaching that fulfilling future, your princess, if you will,
Okay.
isn't about superficial charms or quick fixes.
Yeah.
It requires genuine growth,
Okay.
aligning our actions with our authentic selves.
This is really making me think about the choices I make every day.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be drawn to the gold coins and jewels, those instant gratification distractions that promise quick results but leave you feeling empty in the end.
That's a powerful realization.
Yeah.
And it's the first step towards taking control of your narrative.
Wow.
Instead of letting those external distractions dictate your path,
Yeah.
you can consciously choose to invest in your future self,
Right.
your magic lamp and your princess.
So how do we actually do that?
Okay.
How do we avoid getting lost in that dazzling cave and make choices that lead us to the lamp, that future self filled with purpose and meaning?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's one that Myers addresses directly in his article.
Okay.
He provides a roadmap, so to speak,
Yeah.
for navigating those choices and making sure we're moving towards the magic lamp
Right.
and not getting lost in the cave.
A roadmap. I like that. So where does this roadmap begin? What's the first step towards finding our magic lamp and ultimately reaching our princess?
Well, the journey begins with self-awareness.
Okay.
It's about taking a step back from the daily grind
Yeah.
and honestly assessing where you are right now.
So you're saying we need to take inventory of our lives, the good, the bad, and the distractions.
Exactly. What are those things in your life that promise quick rewards but leave you feeling empty?
Okay.
Maybe it's that social media rabbit hole you fall into,
Right.
or constantly chasing the latest trends.
Mm.
Perhaps it's working a job that pays the bills but doesn't align with your passions.
Ouch, that last one hit a little too close to home. But recognizing those distractions is just the first step, right? What do we do once we've identified our personal caves of treasures?
The next step is questioning those societal pressures and expectations that might be leading you astray. These are those unspoken rules about what success should look like.
Yeah.
The pressure to have the perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect Instagram feed.
You mean those external forces that make us feel like we're not enough if we're not constantly achieving and accumulating?
Yeah,
I think we all feel that pressure to some extent.
absolutely. Those external pressures can be incredibly persuasive,
Right.
but they might not align with your true values.
Okay.
They might even be pulling you further away from your magic lamp and your princess.
So it's about tuning out the noise and figuring out what truly matters to us, what brings us joy and a sense of purpose, not what society dictates.
Exactly. And that's where connecting with your authentic values comes in.
Okay.
It's about discovering what truly motivates you,
Yeah.
what gives your life meaning.
This is starting to feel like a deep dive into my own soul.
Yeah.
But how do I actually identify those authentic values?
Okay.
They seem kind of elusive.
It does take some introspection, but it's well worth the effort. Think about those moments in your life when you felt truly alive,
Yeah.
energized, and aligned with your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing? Who were you with? What values were being expressed in those moments?
Like that time I spent a month backpacking through Southeast Asia and felt this incredible sense of freedom and adventure.
Yeah.
Or when I finally mustered the courage to perform my music at an open mic night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those experiences can offer valuable clues about what truly matters to you.
Right.
And those values are like a compass
Yeah.
guiding you towards your magic lamp and your princess.
Okay. So we've identified our distractions. questioned those societal pressures,
Right.
and started to uncover our authentic values.
Yeah.
Now what?
Okay.
How do we actually find our magic lamp and start shaping our future?
That's where Meyer's three-step practice comes in.
Okay.
Remember, it starts with envisioning your future self.
Right.
Think about where you want to be in, say, 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of life do you want to be living?
Yeah.
What kind of person do you want to have become?
So I should take some time to really daydream about my ideal future, to imagine what my life would look like if I was living in alignment with my values and had achieved my goals.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to dream big here.
Okay.
This vision is your North Star, guiding you towards the future you desire.
Okay, I'm starting to get a clearer picture in my mind.
Yeah.
But a vision alone isn't enough, is it? How do we actually bridge the gap between where we are now and that future self we envision?
That's where the second step comes in.
Okay.
Identifying your potential, your magic lamp.
Right.
What are your unique strengths and talents
Mm-hmm.
that you can polish and develop?
Right.
What are you naturally good at?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy doing?
Right.
What makes you feel alive?
So it's about recognizing those things that come naturally to me and figuring out how to leverage them to move towards my goals. Like, I've always been a good storyteller, so maybe I could explore a career as a writer or a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Or I have a knack for organizing and could help people declutter their lives and create more space for what they love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about those skills and qualities that come naturally to you.
Right.
And don't be afraid to think outside the box.
Okay.
Maybe there are hidden talents you haven't explored yet.
This is starting to feel less like a fairy tale and more like a practical roadmap.
I like that.
But we're still missing one crucial piece, right?
Yeah.
How do we actually translate all of this?
Okay.
The self-awareness, the values, the vision, and the potential into action.
That's where the third step comes in.
Huh.
Taking aligned action.
Okay.
It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and your vision for the future.
Right.
And the key here is to start small.
Okay.
What's one tiny step you can take today that brings you closer to your vision?
So instead of getting sucked into that social media vortex for an hour, I could spend 30 minutes writing a scene for that screenplay I've been dreaming of. Or instead of feeling overwhelmed by my cluttered closet, I could spend 10 minutes decluttering one drawer.
Exactly. It's about those small, consistent actions that, over time, create massive change.
Okay.
It's about choosing those magic lamp actions over those cave of treasures distractions.
This is really resonating with me.
Yeah.
It's about taking ownership of our lives and shaping our own destinies rather than letting ourselves be pulled along by external forces.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, how does the princess fit into all of this action taking?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about her in a while.
Remember, the princess represents the future you truly desire, a life aligned with your highest self.
Okay.
She's not just a destination, but a guidepost along the way.
So she's both the goal and the inspiration for the journey itself.
Precisely. As you polish your magic lamp and take those aligned actions, you become more like the person you aspire to be.
Right.
You grow, evolve, and become more capable of achieving that fulfilling future.
It's like the princess is calling out to us, saying, keep going, you're on the right track.
Yeah.
I love that. It's not just about achieving success.
Right.
It's about becoming the best version of ourselves along the way.
That's the beauty of futurizing yourself.
Yeah.
It's a journey that we can all embark on, regardless of our starting point.
This has been incredibly empowering.
Yeah.
It feels like we've gone beyond the surface level of the Aladdin story and really extracted some valuable insights from Meyer's article.
I agree. And I think the key takeaway here is that you have the power to create the future you desire.
Absolutely. But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to that idea of the evolutionary mismatch.
Okay.
I think it's such an important concept for understanding why we get so easily distracted by those gold coins and jewels in our lives.
It is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Remember, our brains are wired for quick rewards.
Right.
That served our ancestors well when survival was the main priority.
Right, like grabbing that piece of fruit before someone else did.
Yeah.
Or following the leader who knew where to find water.
Exactly.
But those same instincts can lead us astray in today's world.
Exactly. We're bombarded with distractions that promise instant gratification, that dopamine hit from social media, the thrill of a new purchase, the ease of choosing the familiar path over the challenging one.
Right.
But those things often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled.
So it's like, Our brains haven't quite caught up to the complexities of modern life.
Uh-huh.
We're still operating on that outdated software, as we said before.
You could say that, but the good news is
Yeah.
that we can rewire our brains
Right.
by consciously choosing to focus on long-term goals and authentic values.
Okay.
We can train ourselves to resist those shiny distractions
Yeah.
and instead invest in our personal growth.
So instead of impulsively reaching for those gold coins,
Yeah.
we can pause and ask ourselves,
Sure.
is this leading me toward my magic lamp and my princess, or is it just another shiny distraction?
That's a fantastic question to ask yourself.
Wow.
And by making those conscious choices,
Yeah.
you'll be well on your way to futurizing yourself
Mm-hmm.
and creating a future that's truly aligned with who you are.
This has been incredibly insightful. I feel like I have a whole new toolbox for navigating the challenges and choices of modern life.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure diving deep into this topic with you.
But before we wrap up, what's one final thought-provoking question our listeners can ponder as they embark on their own journey of futurizing themselves?
That's a great question. Here's one to consider. What one small action can you take today that aligns with your magic lamp and moves you closer to your princess?
That is a great question to leave our listeners with.
Yeah.
It really encourages us to take that first step, no matter how small.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to figure everything out all at once. This journey of futurizing yourself is a process of exploration and discovery.
It's like we're setting off on a grand adventure with
Yeah.
our magic lamp as our guide and
Uh.
our princess as our destination.
And just like any great adventure, there will be challenges along the way.
Yeah.
But that's part of what makes it so rewarding.
Uh-huh.
Each challenge we overcome brings us closer to that future self we're striving to become.
It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day distractions and lose sight of that bigger picture.
Uh-huh.
But by consistently taking those magic lamp actions,
Right.
we can stay on course
Yeah.
and create a life that's truly aligned with our values and aspirations.
Remember that cave of treasures we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
It's always going to be there, tempting us with its shiny distractions.
It's like those sirens in Greek mythology, luring sailors to their doom with their enchanting songs.
Exactly. But we have the power to resist those sirens,
Right.
to choose a different path. We can choose to focus on our magic lamp, to invest in our growth, to become the heroes of our own stories.
And to reach our own princess, that future self who embodies our deepest values and aspirations.
This whole conversation has really highlighted the importance of making conscious choices, would you say?
Absolutely. It's not about being perfect or never giving in to temptation.
Right.
It's about recognizing those moments when we're being pulled towards the cave
Yeah.
and making a conscious effort to redirect our attention to the magic lamp.
And remember, the power to make those choices lies within you.
Okay.
You are the master of your own destiny.
This has been such an empowering deep dive into the Aladdin effect.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a whole new perspective on navigating the choices in my life.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has sparked some inspiration for your own journey of futurizing yourself. Remember, you have the power to create a future filled with purpose and meaning. It all starts with taking that first step.
So go out there, find your magic lamp, and start creating the life you truly desire.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep growing.